Hi.
Hello.
How's everyone?
This is the Angle Slam podcast. We don't have an intro this time.
Yeah,
because this is kind of like it's like a quick kind of news update type thing. We weren't going to do something, then we decided we need to kind of talk about this.
It's somber.
Yeah, just like Josh's voice.
Yeah,
because he's
dying.
So ill.
I'm dying, man.
He doesn't know what fresh air smells like.
I imagine it smells like, I don't know,
fresh.
Yeah, like you said, or pine cones or something like that. Yeah, it's a bit. We always said like if there was like major news in any organisation, be New Japan or whatever,
If it was something really, really big,
and this is big because
it sucks.
It does. It's one of them where I put on Facebook that if anything, it didn't blur the line with kayfabe. It's not kayfabe. This is genuine stuff. The only time I can remember it recently happening was when Jerry Lawler had a heart attack live on TV.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm not saying the incident was like that, but it is just as bad.
It's just shocking.
The main news is Roman Reigns has cancer. He's
had to relinquish his title, and obviously he's got leukemia, which apparently he's had for 12 years.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Never clue. He's been working constantly up until this point, and obviously it's back. I don't know what the deal is this time with it. He'll have to go through severe chemo if he does, and that's going to be even worse. Because he's not going to just lose his hair or lose his muscle. He'll be a completely different person. It's not. It
could potentially be the end of his career, which is what everyone's quite upset about.
But we don't know that.
We don't.
Because the great thing is, like, if it's not, and he gets through this again, because he's beaten it before, he can beat it again, he can do it. If he did it, the fucking comeback he will have will be immense. It will be incredible. He'll actually have the face persona that Vince has always wanted, because we'll all be behind him, like, so happy that he's back doing what he loves.
This is the silver lining in a way, or the hopeful way.
Yeah. It's the optimism of us.
Yeah, someone put up the comment of this better not be like a little storyline ploy to get the emotion.
No way.
I am 95% sure they would not stick to that.
I'm 100% sure. So Vince has gone down some questionable routes before with storylines, but cancer's not something you do a storyline over. It's not a joke. It's not something. I don't think he would ever go that far.
Well, with what they do with Susan G. Komen and all that, it wouldn't have made sense.
No, it's not funny.
Personally, I'm 95 to 100% sure they haven't, but if I find out it has, I'm done with the company.
Yeah, same here. If that came out 20 years later, like that was actually a storyline, that I'm done.
Roman wouldn't agree to
that.
Anyway.
No, who would? Who would agree to that?
No,
no one would agree to it.
Like I say, it's one of them where not only did they blur the line, or get rid of the line entirely of go, this isn't anything to do with WWE programming, it's to do with the current situation of this, not Superstar, because I watched the highlight of the thing, I didn't see the whole segment,
right.
And I was like what he said, he goes, he wasn't Roman Reigns then, he was Joe Anoa'i. I think it's Anoa'i. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. And it was at that point the crowd were like, right, we're not going to listen to you as fans now. We'll listen to you as human beings.
You can't sit there and boo Roman Reigns because it's not a Roman Reigns promo. It's him coming out as he is as a person and just saying, look, this is the deal.
Yeah,
I've got to go.
I think everyone in the arena that night was smart enough to know at the end because that footage I put up of just seeing, I saw Dean's eyes well up and Seth was just in bits, and they were chanting Roman, and it wasn't. I don't think anyone in the arena would have been going, "Oh, well, it's finally over." Because no, it's the support of no one should have cancer.
No one.
So it's the support of, come on, Roman, you can do this.
Yeah, it's like you can kick it cancer's ass. You know you can do it. It's like you've done it before. You can do it again.
Yeah, but the silver lining.
And this thing, a great thing. If he does get over it, we will be looking forward to having him come back.
Yeah, it will be. Hopefully they'll still book him right afterwards.
Don't tell us he's coming back.
Yeah, well,
not say a word. Let us know that his treatment's going fine. I'm sure he would anyway. I'm pretty sure he'll keep us up to date with how it's going.
Yeah.
And if he gets through it, that's brilliant. But don't tell us he's cleared. Don't tell us when he's coming back, because that pop will be one of the biggest pops you will ever get in WWE history.
Yeah,
I guarantee that.
It will be one of those where it might not be specifically. Depending on the time period of what it is, it might also be the specific, well, we're happy to see this character back. But it'd be more so happy that he's better and he's back doing what he wants to do. Again, don't milk it too much. Do the right comeback storyline,
Yeah.
and then don't fall back into the procedure of just throwing Roman everything under the sun.
No.
Because we won't ever forget this.
Yeah, because eventually we'll get back to the same position.
It'll become stale again.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately I can't talk more about what happened on Raw because Adam here.
I haven't watched Raw. I'm watching it literally as soon as you finish this.
Yeah,
I'm going over to watch it.
With what they do at the end of the show, they could potentially mix in what happened there with it, and it would work perfectly, in my opinion.
Okay.
So yeah,
I mean, the news is sucky, and we really hope that Roman gets better soon. But we kind of got to look forward as well. It's like, what's going to happen now that this title has been relinquished?
Again, a lot of silver linings. Like, to me, I
it's
think
an open book now.
Well, I think Roman's going to be gone for a long time.
Yeah.
So to me, and the unfortunate news, which I think, this would have happened after what was the last one we did? Hell in a Cell. Was it Hell in a Cell last? Tell us.
No, it was.
That was Super Showdown.
Super Shit Show.
Super Shit. Yeah, sorry. Well, Kevin Owens is now out for
he's
8 months, double knee surgery, so we've lost him. But it opens up the fact of, like, because the concern a few months back was like, they're not going to have Roman Reigns headline WrestleMania 35, are they? Surely. Now it's like, right,
it's definitely not.
This is an open challenge, so to speak. Who's going to take the mantle?
Yeah. There's rumours, obviously, of Drew being given a big push soon, so maybe they'll chuck him into it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Strowman and Lesnar, I don't know how they're going to work that, but if it ended up just being against each other...
They've already announced that. At Crown Jewel, it's for the vacant Universal Championship.
Right, I think it's got to be Strowman then. It's got to
is.
If you can... I'm sorry, you cannot put it on Lesnar. Not after, like, Reigns has finally taken the title off him, fought for it and defended it every chance he's got, or whether it be Raw or pay-per-view, since he's had it back. And then as soon as he has to leave because he's got leukemia, to give that title back to the person he won it off that only defends it 4 or 5 times a year. That you cannot do that. You can't morally do that. You have to give it to Strowman.
I am 85% Braun's leaving with that belt.
Yeah.
The 15% doubt is mainly probably my own personal feelings that I think it's going to be sink or swim for Braun, because personally at the minute I don't think Braun is there to carry the show. I know he's not going to carry the company because you've got the WWE Championship and the
But if you turn him face again, put him back to where he was, everyone will love him again. If you put him against Drew, because they were squaring up and over there. I don't know what happened on Raw this week, but last week they were...
Well, yeah, by all means.
That's a happy feud. If the title's in that feud, I'm happy with that.
By all means, have Drew in the future, or if you really want to spice it up a bit, get the match ready at Crown Jewel. They're both there, ready to go, and then as for the Saudi Arabians, whatever, as a last minute announcement, he goes, actually, it's going to be a triple threat like we planned. Don't make it obvious that ain't going to be Roman, because you don't want people to get hopeful.
No.
But throw someone else in there. I don't think Finn's there anymore. He's got to build his way back up. But someone where you go, oh, okay, and then they win it. You're like, interesting, yeah.
Speaking very quickly, I know this is mainly about Roman, but the controversy around Crown Jewel. Obviously, with the reporter being murdered, they've confirmed that he was murdered. So he was killed in that building, wherever it was. And obviously, it's a very shaky relationship that WWE have got with them now. So, and they've also solidified that Cena and Bryan aren't going. They've already said we're not going. It's not going to happen. So you've got your WWE Championship not happening. Cena's not going to be part of the World Cup. That's 2 big hitters right there. And they're big people in the locker room, so people start following suit. Vince is going to have to back out.
60 to 70%
it's difficult position he's in.
Have already been vocal that they don't want to go.
Yeah.
The latest, well, not the latest, but what I've heard on the news is they do we did kill him, but it was an accident. It was in a fight, and I ain't buying that.
No, because they apparently tampered with the security footage.
Yeah.
Everything. It's like, well, no, you planned this. Then it's like and it's a very difficult position for WWE to be in, because if they back out, then they could be putting themselves at risk.
In a way, they've kind of... a couple of weeks ago, I would have said it was a difficult position anyway. But if I were Vince, I would have been like, well, you're speculating at the minute. It's innocent to proven guilty.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like 90% sure that he's guilty. You cannot risk being associated with terrorists.
No.
Or maybe not terrorists, but those kind of people.
Yeah. People that are willing to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's putting your superstars at risk as well, and your staff.
Yeah.
All that. I mean, if they're willing to do that to a reporter, what are they willing to do to other people? It's a very precarious position they're in.
Hopefully, I know they apparently made a long deal, like a contract deal with Saudi Arabia for upcoming shows. Maybe there's a problem in that. If you've got a problem, though, I'd get in touch with the Saudi Arabian authorities themselves. I don't know how much power the prince has over there.
Yeah.
But themselves and go, come on, what do you recommend? Because if you say, we don't think you should go through with this. I know that news articles saying senators and fans themselves are pushing WWE to cancel this show. Mm. I'm one of them. Yeah. Because I genuinely don't think it should go ahead.
No, I don't think it should either. I don't. It just doesn't make sense to me. It seems too dangerous. Too much of a gamble. It's too much of a gamble.
I don't think Taker will go. Because a few years back...
If Taker don't go, then they'll cancel it. Because if everyone goes, well, if Taker ain't going... then there's no way in hell I'm going.
A few years ago, he refused to go out on a flight because the terrorist threat level was really high, and he just didn't want to take that risk, which maybe might have been a bit of overreacting, but it was how he personally felt. So do you really think he's going to do this? I don't think so. I
think they could still do Crown Jewel, but they're going to have to do a different location. There is a strong... It's not a strong rumour, but it's a small...
If it's across the border, do that.
No, but it's a kind of a rumour that literally just beforehand they're in Manchester, in England. So there's rumours that they could stay there and do the Crown Jewel there. If they did it in the UK, fucking take my money. I will find a way of getting there.
Well,
I can't see it happening. But
it's too late to promote, really.
Yeah, no, but you can still promote Crown Jewel without specifying where it's going to be, because that's what they've been doing with the promotion.
Yeah, but I meant ticket-wise.
It will sell out. I think it will sell out quick. If you just at the last moment announced it's the UK, people will go nuts.
Because when is it? We've got Crown Jewels in 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that. If they were going to do it, they'd have to do it within the next 2 days.
Yeah.
And the next few days will be crucial for what happens. But
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I did want to bring up Crown Jewel. So it's kind of a double we got here with Roman Reigns stuff and Crown Jewel. So we may see you again for Crown Jewel,
but we may not.
Yeah, we'll see.
We've got Evolution coming up.
We've got Evolution coming up.
But yeah, we'll have to see what happens with this Crown Jewel stuff.
Yeah. It's just thoughts and prayers for Roman.
Yeah, this is mainly about Roman. Our thoughts and prayers are with him, his family, his friends, and we just hope that he gets well soon. And he beats this thing and he gets back into the ring doing what he loves.
Yeah, like as a fan of the company, I'm not a fan of the Roman Reigns character.
Same.
As a person and as a fan of the industry.
Yeah, you can't knock them out.
You don't want... I've joked probably in previous podcasts of it's getting to the point where you want Roman to get injured, so he's away for a while. Now, when I said...
This is an injury, though, isn't it?
When I said that, I meant not a life or career-threatening injury, just an injury where...
He's out for a couple of months.
Yeah, to let us for us to reset button and show Vince that Roman Reigns doesn't have to carry the company all the time, and also so Roman can have a rest, be with his family. Yes, it's going to be would have been hard to get through the injury, but he can get better. Well, more because he'd have to go back to the performance centre to retrain and stuff. He can improve himself, get stronger, work on his promo work, and go back to drawing board with his character a little bit.
Yeah,
but this.
It's the worst situation possible for him.
This isn't what I meant. No, definitely not.
No one wants this. No one deserves it.
No, so
it just sucks. And any big news like this will come. We'll talk about it again, but we'll just kind of a little bit. Can't not talk about it.
Yeah, before you text me saying shall we do it, I was thinking about doing this anyway because it's major news.
It is. It's a big deal. It's like the top guy, whether we want him there or not. He's the top guy with the top belt, and being forced to have it relinquished because of something so life-threatening.
To be honest, it could have been anyone. Titus O'Neil could have gone out there and go, you're not going to see me for a while because I've got to do
True, I'd still talk about it, but it's just that this is out of all the people there, it's the last person.
It's such a controversial character that it's almost brought everyone back together no, it doesn't matter if we like you, hate you, within the WWE confines. We're supporting you here because this is a tough thing for you and your family to go through.
Absolutely.
So that's it. Sorry to be so
morbid,
negative.
Do the usual, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and we'll be back potentially in a couple of weeks.
It'll be Evolution first.
Is Evolution first?
Evolution.
All right. Okay. So you'll be back in a couple of weeks for Evolution. Crown Jewel. Watch his face because I don't really know there. But all we can say is get well soon, Roman.
Yep. See ya.
See you in a bit.